feel like I've been tasked to prove myself as a Black woman in this industry when I work just as, if not way more harder than these people, because I have to make sure that my work speaks louder for anything that I'll ever do. Because if I stick my hand in any room before you hear my voice, you know I'm a Black woman.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure that whatever I'm doing, you don't let this fool you. Like, I'm not just a Black woman. I'm an intelligent Black woman. I'm an educated Black woman. I'm an articulate Black woman. And it's not like I'm smart for a Black woman. It's not like I'm articulate for a Black woman. I am an articulate Black woman. That's the full sentence.
What's good, guys? It's Alissa. If you're new here, hello. Imposter syndrome is a term commonly used in the workplace, but I feel like that term resonates with me in a way that exceeds just the workplace. Especially in this space of social media, sometimes you feel like it's oversaturated, so you don't exactly see a place where you can fit in. Now, what is imposter syndrome? By definition, people who struggle with imposter syndrome believe that they are undeserving of their achievements and the high esteem in which they are, in fact, generally held. They feel that they aren't as contempt or intelligent as others might think, and that soon enough, people will discover the truth about them. Those with imposter syndrome, which is not an official diagnosis, are often well accomplished. They may hold high office or have numerous academic degrees. I'm making this video because I feel like I have recently been struggling with imposter syndrome, and I've been having this weird feeling of like, do people actually want to hear me? Now, it's funny because I'm recording this and putting this out and people are watching. Hi, if you're watching this, but that has really been what I've been feeling. I have another channel. If this is your first time seeing me, hello. I have another channel where I have almost 18,000 subscribers, and recently that channel was demonetized. And so I've had to completely pivot the topics that I talked about, and I really have been feeling like I feel like people don't want to hear what I have to say, even though I'm getting an outpour of people supporting wherever I go in my next steps in this journey. So on my main channel, I talk about cartoons and I analyze episodes, mostly 𝙬𝙬 episodes, because that's what's most popular on my channel. And my whole formula pretty much was to find a commonality between me and strangers on the internet to where we come together, but I specifically wanted to talk about something, but I just needed like a medium. For example, in one of my videos, I analyzed an episode of 𝙬𝙬 where one of the main characters goes and gets plastic surgery. Now, they touch on it a little bit in the episode, but I expand on it because I actually did want to talk about plastic surgery, BBLs, the youth, dental care, veneers, and things like that. Like, I just wanted to turn it into a bigger conversation. I, of course, can just talk about that on my channel, start from scratch, but I feel like it's easier to just have that medium of, okay, this episode already talked about it, so I can give my interpretation of what they're talking about in this episode and expand on it. Plus, people like 𝙬𝙬, so they're like, ooh, 𝙬𝙬. So they're like, okay, let me click on and watch this, and then that's how I get you. I'm just kidding. No, I love 𝙬𝙬. So I love 𝙬𝙬, and it was fun to talk about. Plus I can expand on things that I already wanted to talk about. So it was like a win-win for me. Not that I can't talk about those things anymore, but I have to now make videos like this where I'm just sitting here talking, and my episode analysis are very like clip heavy editing and things like that. Obviously, this video is not that. So I have to pivot my content in a way where I'm talking about the same thing, but serving it to you in a different way. I'm pretty much starting over, and that has made me start questioning if I really want to do this. But I know the answer to that. I really do want to do this. I have been making videos for years. Like, I've been making videos since before I had a YouTube channel. I just like to talk. So which is why I started a YouTube channel, because I'd be yapping. 2019 was when I created my first channel, and I would just make videos on there. I would just randomly be like, okay, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. I'm gonna make a video on unconscious bias versus homophobia. I'm going to make a video talking about how 𝙬𝙬 was not Ariana Grande's worst album. I'm going to make a series called You Need a Publicist, where celebrities are embarrassing themselves on Twitter or Instagram, and they need a publicist because they're ruining their good PR. That was a real thing that I used to do. I did one on Doja Cat. I did one on Lana Del Rey when she put out that damn question for the culture letter on Instagram. It was a fun time. So why am I questioning myself now and saying that, oh my gosh, people don't want to hear me. Oh my gosh, do I really want to do this? You have always wanted to do this. I would literally sit in my car during lockdown and just sit and make videos because I couldn't make videos in the house. I would just be like, I have to get this out. I have to talk about this. I have to edit it and I have to put it on my YouTube channel, even though I have less than 100 subscribers. It's crazy. It's like, why am I second guessing myself now that I have everything I ever wanted? How does that make sense? The scary thing about it though, my main channel has almost 18,000 subscribers as of today. It's not that I don't want to do this anymore. Growing an audience is actually very scary. And this isn't to discourage anybody because you should be very glad that you are growing your audience. You should be very glad that your subscriber number is growing. But if you're anything like me, being perceived is sometimes very scary. And to make money on this godforsaken app that demonetized me, you got to grow your audience.
I'm proud of myself for finding tools and figuring this shit out.
In this article, it says, why do I fear success? Being caught between the desire to flourish and the fear of achieving success can be painful and paralyzing. The fear may be indicative to specific fears, such as the fear of responsibility, making a mistake, uncertainty, or an identity shift. Learning to tolerate discomfort and accept imperfection can help overcome the fears and prevent people from striving for success. My general fear is the fact that my audience is growing. I think that with a bigger audience, I feel this pressure to say the right things, be factual, and plus comment sections are literally a nightmare. Like, I don't think that a lot of people that really want to do this content creation thing realize how nightmarish that comment sections are. Like, it's literally the worst part of being a content creator. Like, I wish it didn't affect the algorithm and how your videos are pushed on the algorithm, because like, if I didn't have to deal with comment sections, I wouldn't.
If you are somebody who wants to start content creating, decide what you're able to stomach.
One of my YouTube shorts blew up, and I was a much smaller channel, but the video got over like 1 million views to date. And I wanted to turn the comment section off so bad, but I knew that if I did that, it wouldn't be pushed in the algorithm as much. But the comments were so annoying, and I really did feel like people were questioning me in my credibility because I was a woman. I'm gonna keep it real, and that was really annoying to me. But I guess I have to let that fear go, or that's something that I constantly have to tell myself is like, you don't actually have to double down on the things that you say in your videos. They're not definitive. You can always correct yourself. You can always put out another video. You can always comment on the video and just pin the comment and be like, hey guys, I got this wrong. Correct yourself. Like, things are not definitive that you say online. Now, they do live forever. And sometimes when you say things, people just know you for saying that one specific thing. And you know, it's evergreen. It lives on forever. And that's annoying. But that's not up to you that people are stuck in that place. That means they're not keeping up with you. And that means that they're not giving you space to grow. While growing an audience may motivate some, that terrifies me. Every time my numbers grow, it takes me like a week to really process my numbers are growing. It's like I'll hit a milestone and I'll be like, okay, next milestone. But it's like, when you really sit and think about how good you're doing, especially when you start thinking about hindsight and sitting in gratitude, it's like, wait, this is literally what I wanted for myself at the beginning of the year. This is what I wanted for myself years ago. And it's like happening because I started believing in myself. It's like, you have to really sit in gratitude sometimes, because growing a larger audience, especially for me, I feel like it happened moderately fast. You don't really sit in that moment to be like, I'm grateful. And so practice gratitude. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Practice gratitude for sure. So those are my personal reasons why I fear success. But this was actually a very good list of why others may fear success. And maybe you resonate with some of these as well. So some people may have a fear of one specific thing, but who says it cannot be a combination? So you can have a fear of making a mistake, responsibility, a fear of being exposed, changing, a fear of not knowing enough, separation, discomfort, a fear of newness, uncertainty, a fear of fatigue from hard work and less personal time, a fear of surpassing others who may be envious and retaliatory, a fear of a shift in your identity, inadequacy, or being seen as inadequate, a fear of a sense of worthiness or guilt, feeling like or being seen as an imposter. Now, me personally, I've learned this about myself. I am a perfectionist. It's real bad. It's real bad. I'm really a perfectionist. For me, things have to be absolutely perfect for me to start a task. Things have to be absolutely perfect for me to start anything. When I realized that that was really just like procrastination, could be undiagnosed ADHD, I was like, just start. Things don't have to be perfectly silent. Things don't have to be perfectly in place for me to just start. And if you don't know, my living circumstances are completely different. If you haven't noticed, I'm whispering a little bit because it's 12:50 in the morning and I live in a house of a bunch of people. My circumstances are completely different from what they were at the beginning of the year. Before, I lived by myself, apartment living. I was able to just get up, record, do things, sit, edit. But now I have to wait till things are perfectly silent. I have to find time to edit. The hardest thing for me is really the recording part. And I think that I keep telling myself like, oh, when I used to live by myself, I was able to just get up and record and I want to be able to do that. And it's like, but that's not your reality right now. So why are you talking about what you used to do when you can't do that because you don't live by yourself anymore? Like, that's impossible. So recording for me was the hardest thing to just start kickstarting once I got out here to Texas. If you didn't know, I lived in Las Vegas and I'm in Texas now. Just starting to record was the hardest thing because it was like, things are not perfect. I don't want any noise in the background of my video. I need the background to be perfect. I need my area to be like, everything just needed to be perfect. And I'm like, that's impossible. You're setting yourself up to fail.
Stay focused. Don't talk about what you're going to do. Don't just dream about what you're going to do. Don't criticize somebody else for what they're not doing. You be it. Be about it. Be about that action and go do it.
I hear this saying a lot, and it's that your new life is going to cost you your old one. So you literally have to let go of that fear of change and that fear of uncertainty because your new life is going to cost you your old one. Say it with me now. So I'm challenging myself this month personally to upload a ridiculous amount of videos because I gotta get monetized again. So if y'all see me blowing up your subscription feed, my apologies. I gotta get monetized. Last time it took me about 3 months to get monetized and I was uploading about 2 videos a week. The craziest thing is I feel like I need to up it. I need to up the score on myself. I have to get monetized as soon as possible because YouTube really got me missing out on money and they played me with that. And you might be wondering, why would you be trying to get monetized on YouTube again when they demonetized you? And not only did they demonetize you, they did not pay you for the previous month. So you just didn't get nothing. YouTube will send you a check. Okay, fingers crossed I don't get demonetized on my first check, but YouTube will send you a check. Whether that's $100, $200, $300, they will pay you. Money is money. You make these videos, you work hard, you earn that money, okay? So I am challenging myself this month to get monetized again as soon as September. It's August right now. Y'all hold me to the fire. I'm holding myself to the fire because I want this. Hi, Ariana, I'm bringing you up. So I asked a fellow content creator, businesswoman, writer, please put some respect on her name, Ariana Hook. I am subscribed to her Patreon and I asked her a question for her end of the video Q&As. And I asked her this because in this time, is right before I moved to Texas, I was not feeling motivated. I'm just like, man, like, I know that I need to make these videos, but I just can't right now. So I asked her, I said, what do you do to feel motivated in times where you are just not feeling it? Her answer to that was she stays consistent because she wants her money. It's simple, but it's so effective. And you know, money might not be a motivator for everybody, but it should be. Personally, it's not for me, but when she said that, I was like, it should be. Like, money should be a motivator for me to continue to do this and work at this, because the whole point of me doing this is so that I can make a living with the things that I love to do, making my content. So why would money not be a motivator? Like, the more you do, you are consistent with it and you stick to it, the money will come. you know, it's a cause and effect of that, but it will come. And one thing I could say that 𝙎𝙪𝙗𝙧𝙀 does is work. She gonna get that video to you. She gonna keep that Patreon updated, and she gonna promote that business, okay? Check her out, 𝙎𝙪𝙗𝙧𝙀.com. But the clear difference for me and other people that I noticed was that I simply just did not work hard enough. And I could tell myself I was working hard. Oh my God, I put in so much work. And look, I did. I was uploading 2 videos a week. But one thing I don't ever want to realize again is that people have these things because they are working harder than me. Like, okay, you are working hard. You are working hard. But people are out here working harder. People are hungrier than you. And you could sit and you could be like, well, this person has that and this person has that. Well, girl, you haven't updated your Instagram since last November. The reason why you're seeing this person on your timeline so much is because they are uploading 3 TikToks a day. They are posting on their Instagram story at least 10 times a day. Okay, they post on their Instagram feed at least twice a day. So they have not left your timeline, and that's why they have it and you don't. And that was a hard pill to swallow for me, okay? That was a hard pill because I was like, I am working hard, but it's like, you could be like, how bad do you want this? You could be working harder. I'm like, you know what, self? You're right. I can be working harder. My challenge to you who is watching this video, you clicked on it for some reason. Sorry if I was talking about myself a lot, but I really just wanted to tell something that has been on my chest. My challenge to you is to show up for yourself. Work hard. Ask yourself, are you working hard enough? Ask yourself how bad you want this. And I am challenging you to just show up for yourself. That's it. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. It could be next week. Find a time to just show up for yourself. And I'm going to end this video with a quote from my favorite movie ever. And it's actually one of my favorite quotes. That's one of my favorite sayings.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite saying. That's my favorite saying.
And it's from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's the final line of the movie. And I'm paraphrasing here, but Willy Wonka tells Charlie, he says, Charlie, you know what happened to the man who got everything he ever wanted? And if you know the rest of that quote, go ahead and comment it down below. And that is going to be your personal manifestation for the day. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you would like to keep up with me outside of YouTube, you can follow me on TikTok, that's where I am, or Twitter. All that information is in the description box down below. And if you made it to the end of this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the notification bell to stay up to date with posts and uploads from me. But for now, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Peace.